What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Cornelia, back with another episode of Black News, a podcast where we break down current events, hot topics, and local stories involving Black people. Now let's get into it. So before I really even get into the meat of the episode, just a quick FYI, y'all, I will most likely or probably not be posting an episode next week. I'm going to be out of town for the whole week and I will not be able to record an episode. I may try to post some of my favorite segments from past episodes and combine them just so people can have like a flashback episode to listen to. I'm not 100% sure if I'll even be able to do that because, again, I'm going to be out of pocket. But in case I do not post an episode, that is why. Also, logistically, and this ain't really got nothing to do with y'all. This is just another FYI that may cause some conflict. The platform that I am using to record my podcast episodes is going away. I use Spotify for podcasters for Spotify. The platform is ending as of July 1st. There are alternative ways to record the podcast, but when I record it in here, y'all, it's literally everything compacted in one. You could do audio, you could do sound clips, you can edit, you can post all of that in one. That is now going away. And so now I have to test out their alternative methods to see if they work. I do not know if they will work. So if there are other delays on top of me not posting a podcast episode, we go figure it out. So I'm telling y'all that in case I do not throw something up for more than 1 week's worth of episode. That is why. It's just some logistic stuff that I have to figure out. But I just want to tell y'all that as an FYI, I'm going to do my best. Okay, I'm going to do my best like I always try to. But just want to give y'all that heads up. Okay, so with that, let's get into it. So I don't know if you all have been watching the WNBA as of lately or following the WNBA or the particular players. But I honestly feel like what is happening around the WNBA, the narrative, the conversations, the viewership, all of the energy being pushed towards and coming about in regards to and surrounding the WNBA feels like an exact representation of where we are and what we are dealing with in this country at this time. So for context, this past season of the WNBA has been the most watched. The most eyes are on it. We got the most viewers, some of the most socially popular or known players. And I'm saying I'm pitching it that way because I don't necessarily think they the best, or I only think they the most popular because we have access to social media. Because if you look back many years ago, you got the Cheryl Swoops, the Candace Parkers, Lisa Leslie's. They were extremely popular, but we did not have social media the way we have it today. So I do not think you can accurately speak to popularity unless you have equal measuring sticks, and we don't. But it is undeniable that more eyes are on the WNBA right now than before. And a lot of people are saying it's because of one player, Caitlin Clark, the girl who played for Iowa. Other people on the completely opposite side are saying it's because of players like Angel Reese. So what has been happening within conversation is this clear divide around who's siding with who is aligning with who thinks their person or their side is better. And it is framing all of the conversations, and it is turning extremely toxic. Let me be very specific with this. There have been, for many years, fights, aggressive play, just athleticism in the WNBA. Them girls been scrapping on the court for years. As the same with the NBA. Major League Baseball, they don't really be fighting like that, but they be getting busy sometimes. We ain't even going to talk about hockey because they be getting their teeth knocked out. Every sport has aggressive play, competitiveness, athleticism at the highest level. With the WNBA, it is now being magnified because there are more eyes on it. You have more people who never watched women's basketball in their lives who are now experts. But also because people feel like that athleticism is being targeted at their favorite player, which happens to be Caitlin Clark. Whether that is justified or not, we have people saying that there's jealousy towards one particular player. People are saying that there should be opportunities given to that player because of popularity and not because of athleticism or stats or records or championships or any of that. We have all of this happening, and it is, I feel like, officially coming to a head. So the most recent situation, two situations. One, there was a unofficial announcement and then official announcement about who was making the U.S. Women's Olympic team. None of the rookies that were drafted this year made it. Now, back in the day, Candace Parker was a rookie. She went to the Olympics. I believe Breonna Stewart did. I think DT went. There's a couple people over the years who have went for many different reasons, but this year there were no rookies. The internet, commentators, sports commentators, the whole world exploded because Caitlin Clark did not make the Olympic team. People were saying it was racism. Y'all, there are like 4 other white girls on the team. Caitlin Clark is also not even in the best 12 players in the WNBA. Not even the top 15. They take 12 players. But again, Caitlin Clark should have made it according to social media because she's most popular. The next thing that happened most recently, there was a foul on Caitlin Clark by Angel Reese. As you know, Angel Reese, Bayou Barbie, went to LSU, NCAA champion. She won 2 years ago where her team beat Iowa, Caitlin Clark's team. And ever since that moment, there has been this Bird and Magic style rivalry, right? If you've been watching sport, it looks like Bird and Magic. They playing, this going to be a career-long matchup. There was a foul. Angel Reese was going for the ball, accidentally hit Caitlin Clark's head. Like many plays across the WNBA, NBA, and other sports, it got upgraded to a flagrant. All of a sudden, you got people saying she assaulted her. She needs to be suspended. They're calling her the N-word. It has completely turned on its head. Post-game interviews, people taking her words and flipping them. She's being attacked. It's to the point where people are even finding articles from news publications that have nothing to do with sports. And it is specifically targeting Angel Reese. I'm going to keep it real. I ain't going to even sugarcoat in here. Ain't no allegedly. This is what's happening. They're targeting Angel Reese based on standard basketball play, i.e. CNN and Deadline. Deadline is a Hollywood movie, television, entertainment news source. Never have they been known for posting about sports, but all of a sudden, they are now posting about sports. So what am I getting at? It appears now that with a new wave of fan base and a fan base that were in hiding, waiting for opportunity to show their ass, has turned the WNBA spectators area, the section of viewership, is bigotry and is racist. It is literally some of the most toxic energy that I have seen in sports. And it is also a double whammy because it's not just that. It's a mixture of misogyny and also bigotry and racism. Let me just read a tweet that I liked that kind of sums this up. I liked it on Twitter. A girl named Shabooz, she said, growing the sport, and she put it in quotes, equals people who barely watch basketball hitting black women with every micro and macro aggression possible. That is literally what is happening. People are using the WNBA as a gateway to be racist. And I don't like it. And I'm just giving a few examples. Because again, players, black girls, other white girls been getting clobbered over the head for years in this season and don't nobody say nothing. But the minute one thing happens to a particular player, oh, here we go. So what do I think the solution is? Because I'm giving you this and I don't want to just kind of rant and be like, this was going on without saying what I think or maybe what we should try to do. If you are a fan of the WNBA, if you are a fan of black women, if you are a supporter of Angel Reese or any other player in the WNBA, one, keep watching WNBA. That ain't gonna change. Viewership it's gonna be up, and they're now showing more games, and more games are available to watch than before. That is a fact. So keep watching, keep supporting. 2, buy merchandise, buy them jerseys. Go buy the jersey. Go online, get the jersey. Get your favorite person jersey. Whoever it is, keep supporting, keep buying the jersey. If they got a shoe, buy the shoe. 3, go to the games. Go to the WNBA games. Go to the games, show up, get your ticket, cheer, wear your jersey that we just talked about, and show support. The next thing, especially in regards to social media, I am a believer in promoting or tweeting or posting or blasting the opposite. So there's no way to argue with racism and racist and you can't argue no bigot down. You can't out yell somebody who got hate in their heart. It's never gonna happen. But you can fuck up the algorithm a little bit. Okay? You can throw it for a loop a little bit. Because whether we like it or not, or whether we still acknowledge this or not, or like want to accept it, all social media traction is good for business. It is good to have the algorithm always trending in your direction. It is harmful for an individual's mental health for those interactions to be negative and hateful. However, if you can contribute to the algorithm with positivity and support, it keeps the conversations going, in this case, in the Angel Reese direction, but also maybe it gives an opportunity for her to see and to feel love, which is opposite from all of the hate that she's getting. Because they starting to send that girl death threats over some freaking basketball. It's out of control. So I say that because, again, I honestly feel like this is a representation of what is going on in every aspect of our country. You got people ready to jump out the window with some bigotry and hatred. They've been waiting in the wings to attack and to pounce on or to talk down and be nasty and toxic. And here we are on the other side, left sitting here trying to figure out what should we do. So that's just what I think we should do. Again, y'all could probably maybe not care, or maybe y'all got other perspectives. Again, if you don't even pay attention to WNBA, then this ain't got, you probably like, girl, move on. But I just want us as a whole and as a collective to now have our eyes more open to the fact that the black women in the WNBA need our support because they are literally being attacked socially for playing the game. Hard stop. Okay. What do y'all think about it? I know one thing I am trying to get to me a WNBA game. Okay. And I'm going to go see the Aces. I want to see the Sparks versus the Aces because listen, with all that in mind, Asia Wilson, who they be trying to ignore. Asia Wilson, the best player in the WNBA. And she one of the best basketball players, male or female, in the country right now, in the world. She be hooping, okay? I want to see Asia Wilson. I'm going to go get my tickets to the WNBA game. And I hope you all find a way to support and do the same. So that was just on my heart, my spirit, because I feel bad for them girls, them young girls. They going through it out here because of the bigotry and the hatred. And I just don't like it. Okay? I don't like it. But let me know your thoughts about it. Do you have an alternate perspective? Or do you feel like, yeah, Cornelia, I hear what you're saying, and I peeped it too. Let me know. You can find me on social media at Cornelia. So this week, in regards to being black on the internet, and this particular case doesn't necessarily always or specifically and solely rely on or depend on or have something to do with black people on the internet. I'm only bulking it or looping it in with black on the internet because a black guy was asking the question. Okay. It went viral. It's on social media, started on TikTok and started to trickle over because y'all know all of these platforms are connected and people put audio or video clips and on many different platforms. The same stuff show up all over the place. But this particular video went viral, started a discussion about responsibilities for parents, baby daddies, baby mamas. And I want to play it and just have a quick conversation to see thoughts or to pose it to you all. What do you think should be the outcome or the answer is in this particular scenario? So I'm going to play the audio and then we're going to get into it. Okay, so the question is, the scenario is, he is a baby father. He got a baby mama. They have a child, children, don't know how many kids. They are not together. They have their own separate relationships. Is it his job as a father who is not in that home to fill up the refrigerator and buy food for his kids in a house that he is not in? He does not live there. He got his own thing going on. Is that his responsibility to fill up the fridge for his children, baby mama at the baby mama house? Now, you all know I do not have children, okay? I do not have children. I do not have me a baby daddy, okay? There have been times where I feel like I was about to be locked into that. I'm glad I didn't. God saved me, okay? He got me out of some situations, okay? He showed me just in a nick of time. We be trying to set you up, but that's a whole nother. We're not gonna go down that road, okay? We're not gonna go there right now. But I have not personally been in this situation. Have I heard stories about people having co-parenting situations and living in two separate houses, raising kids, baby mama, baby daddy, all that stuff? Yes. So I am answering this from the perspective of a single adult woman who does not have children, and can buy whatever the hell I want to buy. And I got food in my fridge and I can buy whatever type of food in my fridge. And I just had a little small ice cream cones for a snack. Okay. I can do what I want. Perspective may be a little off. I will say this. I understand the question, right? Because, and I'm going to try to play both sides and then give what I really think. If you don't live in the house and you buy food for the house, even though your kids are there, you may think, but everybody else in there can eat the food that I bought. So if you buy whatever it is and it's food in the refrigerator, who's to say that somebody else, the baby mama, who has her own job and her own thing going on, is not going to eat that food? On the flip side, you have maybe the baby mama who maybe she's not good at grocery shopping. Maybe she don't really be cooking. Maybe it ain't never no food in the house. They always eating fast food. Or maybe she buys food for the house, but the kids eat her out of house and home. So oftentimes you find that the food gone, ain't no food. What I bought, the snack, they all gone. We do not know those specifics down to like the actual pinpoints of it. Like we just don't know that. But I will say this. If I had kids and I found out that the house that my kids primarily live at, because it doesn't sound like there's like a joint custody. It sounds like they live with their mother. If I found out my kids were in the house and there was no food in the house, I would try to figure out a way so that my kids can have consistent food in the house. Does that mean I will have to buy groceries for my baby mama refrigerator? Probably, I guess so. Because there would be feasibly no way for you to ensure that those kids will be able to have food when they need it. You could try to buy fast food for them every night, like drop them off some dinner every day. But what about the rest of the day? What about the weekends? I don't feel like there's any way around it. You can even be petty and try to buy just kid food, right? Like, I'm just going to get Lunchables and Capri Suns. But one, you want your kid eating that all day. And two, adults eat Lunchable and Capri Suns. So there's literally no way for you to only buy food for them and guarantee that they're only going to be the ones eating it. There ain't no way around that. So for me, I would assume once you have a baby with somebody, and if they are the primary parent responsible for housing, sheltering, clothing, taking care of your kid, if you buy food for that refrigerator in that house and somebody else eating it, that's the cost of doing business for you not having your kid. And if it is that big of a deal, and I would like to see more conversation shift in this way, and us and more families thinking out of the box. And by out the box, I mean, it ain't really out the box. It's just not the stereotypical thing we've seen for many generations. If it's that big of a deal that you don't want to buy groceries in your baby mama fridge, then go get custody of your kids. And then you won't have to worry about buying food in somebody else's house. You buying food for your house where your kids at. Like, there is this idea that, and people starting to get out of it, that the kids got to live with they mama. And I'm not saying that is the case in every case, because I know quite a few people who have arrangements where the kids stay with the dad. But in this case, if it is a question of should I even buy food for my baby mama's refrigerator, and I don't live there, my kids live there, I would ask that brother, because he said he got his own household going and he got his own thing. I would ask him, do you want to take your kids? And that may seem drastic, right? Like, I don't want to buy food for her refrigerator. I'm getting full custody. No. But you can, it's a remedy. You won't, if she don't be having no food at the house, you got food at the house. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I personally, though, and I do not know what it feels like to be a man, but I do know a lot of men. And when I say a lot, I'm talking about older generations who would put food in that refrigerator and just keep it pushing and keep it moving. So again, I don't know what the big deal is without that man outright saying, I don't want my baby mama eating my food. I don't want to spend money on something that she could benefit from. You know what I'm saying? And I would also venture to ask, how much is there child support? Is there like alimony? Like, what's the situation? Because if we find out that baby mama was getting a couple G's a month in child support, then the question is, where the money? You ain't got no money for food. But on the flip side, if he one of them people paying $20 a month, then you damn right you need to put some food in that refrigerator, because you got a paper route. Like, people make more. Do they even deliver papers anymore? If they was delivering papers, that's how much you paying the child support. So many questions. But from my perspective, yes. The answer is yes. You need to fill up that refrigerator and make sure that your kids have food to eat every day, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and on the weekends, if you are in a situation right now where they do not have that. You can also get custody of your kids. What y'all think about it, though? Okay, are y'all single parents? Do y'all have scenarios like this that you can use as an example? What will be the best practice in this? Because again, I'm operating. I don't got none of these situations. Okay, I can go down to the Trader Joe's right now. Whatever I buy, I'm eating it. But let me know. Let me know your thoughts. You can find me at Cornelia on social media. And let me know your opinions about it. On this week's episode of Black News, we talked about the WNBA and the most recent toxic energy that has been coming towards the Black players in the league. We also talked about the viral video that was circulating in regards to, should a father buy groceries to fill the refrigerator at his baby mama house? Let me know your thoughts about all of these topics, some or none, and I'll check back with you guys next time. That's it for this week's episode of Black News, y'all. Thanks again for supporting the podcast by sharing, liking, subscribing, and rating 5 stars on your favorite podcast app. To find more information about me, you can check me out at Cornelia on social media, as well as on my website, which is cornelia.com. And as always, thanks for supporting, and I'll be back next week with new topics and a new episode.